Right now, as we are speaking, there have been 8 billion internet connections by devices. This is from website design and online marketing. This number represents the amount of connections made globally. My name is Jaden Montoya, and today I'm going to be talking to you about how technology has improved relationships, grown connections, and how it has not created isolation and loneliness. When I think about the pros of the internet and FaceTime and text messages and social medias, I think about my friends and long-distance relationships. You ask any of them and you hear just how hard it is to have these relationships. But something that has brought them joy and has built their relationships has been technology. They're able to FaceTime to their boyfriend or girlfriend. They're able to set up dates via FaceTime and watch Netflix at the same time. How cool. According to Natalie Bazarama, the combined effect of distance and multimedia access can even play to their advantage, and they engage in deeper and more meaningful conversations compared to more mundane and everyday exchanges between co-located partners. This is incredible. It makes it aware that people can connect across the globe. This leads us to my next point about global awareness. Technology has increased this, and it makes me think about Australia when they had the Australian fires. When it first started, I remember my phone blew up and everything I saw was about the Australia fires. Everyone wanted everyone to know about it and how they can help. According to BBC News, in New South Wales, people were able to come together and raise over $20 million in less than 48 hours of a donation bank being set up. This is incredible. It goes to show how technology can join people together for a greater cause. About a month ago, before coronavirus hit the world and impacted all of our lives, about 3.8 billion people use the internet daily. This is 40% of our total population. Then, once everyone was on lockdown and now people are all working from home, going to school from home, this has raised a whole nother 40%. This is incredible. According to Deepfield, a researcher, he talks about how businesses would, after about 12 to 16 months, sit down and talk about their revenue, their numbers, how many internet viewing there has been, and he talks about how normally this is about 40 to 50% growth, that they'll see a 40 to 50% increase. Deepfield shares how these widespread companies are now seeing that amount of growth in this short amount of couple of weeks. That is incredible and very large. During this time, we have all been distanced from our friends, from our families, from our loved ones, some from even our homes. It's a very challenging time, and it has brought along a whole nother battle of loneliness and isolation. I couldn't imagine this time right now without technology. It has a huge impact. I think another important thing to talk about outside of our relationships has been the business world, has been the education world. We are able to talk right now through a screen in a communications class because of technology. I'm able to interact with professors, see on the news what's going on with the world. Through a screen, we're able to see all of these lifetime changes happen and keep up to date, what to be aware of, what to do, how to keep safe. Everyone that has internet access is able to see this and share it with those who do not. After discussing all of the positives and the advantages of technology and how much it does, it is also important to talk about the counter-argument that technology leads people to self-isolation and loneliness. And I will tell you that this is true. Technology can lead people to loneliness and isolation, but only if you let it. According to Julie Rain, a researcher, she says social media isn't responsible for the woes of the human condition. Rather, it makes it easier than ever for everyone to stay connected across the globe. It is human error, our desires, our wants, our sins, our wrongdoings that make technology seem like the bad guy. But it isn't. It is a tool. If we change our mindset and our view of how technology can impact our lives, the outcome can be changed. It can be for a positive. If we determine what we see on our screens, limit how much we spend on them, Make it a positive experience and know when to put it down. This can bring the outcome of the power of technology. Now, it is important also to think about how technology is so valuable and it can change all of these things. And if we use it as a tool, it can grow our relationships and we can get to know what's happening in Australia and Africa and learn about how to stay safe and all of these amazing things. But it is important to understand that connection through the internet is not a replacement for human interaction. It should not be used as the only way we interact. During this time, it is an opportunity because that is the only way we have. But after this, and once this storm blows over, we need to keep it in mind to have connections face to face and value those and be intentional about those relationships. And even more importantly, our relationship with God. It makes me so happy that we serve a God who is not limited by technology, who is not limited by a social distancing order. He is right here with us. He can meet you where you're at. You can pray to him right now and he will hear you and you can have a conversation without a screen or without self-isolation. I think that this is encouraging to hear in a time like this. And I further encourage you to think about technology in a lighter way, to think of it as a positive, as a stepping stone to building your relationships. And if we use it in this way and prioritize our in-person relationships, limit how much we use it, and control what we see, I think that it can be very powerful and we can use it as a tool. So thank you.